Hello, everyone, and once again, you are living the diamond life of Steve Williams here on Prepcast Southeast. We talk Cape Central baseball here. I am Vince Brown. He is Cape Central baseball coach Steve Williams. Welcome back.
It'll be good to be here.
Well, we are just a little over a week away from yet another SEMO Conference tournament, and it looks like the way that the past week went for the Tigers, they may wind up third seed. Unfortunately, a 9-1 loss at Jackson, at New Herzog Field. One Mr. Bobby Clark, looking solid as ever, is another one of those Tiger killers.
Yeah, Bobby did a nice job on the mound. We couldn't get to him till late, and we made too many mistakes to have a chance to win. We just kind of put ourselves, behind a rock there to start with, and could never catch up.
Another tough loss over the week up at Francis Howell in the St. Louis area, St. Charles to be exact. 6-5. You were in the game for pretty much most of the game, and then just at the end, it's not enough for the tank.
Yeah, and Francis Howell's one of the best teams we've seen all year as far as their pitching. They had two kids that threw that were as good as anybody will see all year. But our kids really battled. That's the thing I was pleased about. They battled. They had a chance to come back and win. Just didn't happen, but it'll happen next time.
Big win this week at Tiger Field, 14-4, 5 innings. Jake Conklin, what can you say about the improvement of this kid from last season to this? Another 3-run bomb, this time over left center with his dad and his granddad in attendance. Wow. But other kids are contributing. Josh Meyer had a couple of good RBI hits. Andrew Williams went 3 for 4 with a few RBIs. Josh Compass had a triple here and there. This team, top to bottom, when you get them at Tiger Field, good things happen.
Yeah, and that's a credit to our kids. They've continued to work hard. They've continued to try and improve in the areas that they're not as good as they want to be, and it's paid off. So all those kids you mentioned, plus some others, are really working hard. And like I said, this is a big week coming up for us. I think could be a really good test to see where we're at.
Matter of fact, we'll talk about that week coming up in just a moment, including putting B.I. Howard, the second baseman, in focus. You stay right there. You're living the diamond line. Steve Williams on Prepcast Southeast. We're back here on Prepcast Southeast as you continue to live the diamond life with Steve Williams. Vince Brown with Cape Central baseball coach Steve Williams. All right, 4-bagger this week. 2 home contests against New Madrid Central and Kelly. Then you go on the road to district host Poplar Bluff. You wind up the week in St. Louis at Parkway North. Let's look at the 2 home contests, of course. New Madrid Central, always a pretty good team. Kelly, always a solid ball club, and the Scott Miss. What are you looking at?
Well, once again, it's 2 conference games for us. It's very important that we play well. They're middle of the week, so we've really got to make sure that we're prepared. We'll have a nice practice on Monday, and then we'll be ready to go Tuesday, Wednesday with 2 conference games back-to-back at home. That's a big advantage for us, and we'll hope that our kids will be ready to play because those are important games as far as the conference tournament coming up.
On the road at Poplar Bluff, on the road at Parkway South. That's a Friday-Saturday combo, another conference game with Poplar Bluff. District game as well, so that's doubly important.
That's right. Like I said, the Bluff game is a conference game, but it also is a district game. So that really has a little bit extra meaning for us because it has 2 very important parts of our season linked to it. Then we go to Saturday, we go up to Parkway North and play. We've been playing there for probably 8 or 10 years now. It's always been a good game. So we've got 4 games this week, and our kids are all going to get opportunities to contribute and be tested. That's really tough this week.
In focus this week, the young second baseman B.I. Howard. The last few games we've seen him in action, this kid, despite his size, has been able to slap some first pitch hits, including a couple of doubles. But he's also shown some pretty decent patience at the plate, averaging about a walk or 2 per contest.
Yeah, we moved B.I. up from, he was hitting in the 8 and 9 hole, but he moved him up to the 2nd hole. And he's really blossomed right there. He's really become a guy that we can use for hit and run. We can bunt. We can have good at bats with men on base. He's doing a real good job in the 2-hole, and I think that's benefited our ball club.
As compared to where he sits at in that lineup, you should remember he follows Josh Hyatt. He comes before, I believe, Andrew Williams, Jimmy Fickle.
Yeah.
And you talk about 3 of probably the smallest infielders in the conference. But if you stack them up against some of the other competitors across the conference, they're 3 of the most proficient hitting fielders in the conference as well.
Yeah, they really are. You know, Josh has had a great year offensively for us at second. B.I. at shortstop has done a great job as far as his offensive production. He's done a great job getting almost a hit a game. You know, those two up the middle have been solid defensively. We've turned a number of double plays, and I couldn't be more pleased with the progress they're making defensively for our ball club.
As we get deeper toward the conference tournament and you start seeing what your rotation batting-wise starts to look like, will B.I. remain in that 2-hole, or do you see him maybe sliding a bit down to 3, considering he has been able to hit consistently as the season wears on?
Kind of depends. I mean, right now he's pretty solid in the 2-hole for us. He's probably in the 2-hole or maybe near the bottom, 6, 7, 8, somewhere down there. He seems more comfortable there. He's able to, once again, he gets the ball the other way very well, which, you know, say Josh Hyde gets on first base. Now B.I. has a big hole to hit to on the right side, which kind of plays to his strength. So as far as our lineup, he's doing a real good job in the number 2 hole. We'll probably leave him there for a little bit to see how it goes.
We'll take a look back at the 4-bagger that is this gauntlet heading into the conference tournament. And then next week we'll also look at the tune-up games, including a big home contest against Dexter, along with Coach Steve Williams. I am Vince Brown. Thanks for living the Diamond Life with Steve Williams right here on Prepcast Southeast.